2025 Audi A3 Sedan First Look, Subtle Refresh, Expressive Customizable Headlights. The North American market gets an exclusive refreshed A3 sedan while the European market gets new Sportback and all-street variants. Much like the four-ring brand's overall design language, the new 2025 Audi A3 keeps things subtle. Audi's refresh of its entry-level sedan has made its official debut, and for now the list of new features is relatively short. Its exterior gets a few sharp updates, including some new customizable LED headlights, while the interior generally stays the same. Let's break down the details, talk about the two versions of the A3 the North American market isn't getting, and what we can expect in the near future. 2025 Audi A3 Sedan Subtle Exterior Refresh. We wouldn't blame anyone who has a hard time distinguishing the previous A3 with the 2025 model. While Audi was reserved with the styling updates on the 2025 A3, keen eyes will start to pick out the differences. The most noticeable change to our eyes is the redesigned grille. The last year's model wore a hexagonal grille more vertical, and when paired with the black splitter appeared to go all the way to the bottom of the front end. The 2025 A3's grille is frameless, wider, and flatter. The grille doesn't disappear into the bottom of the front end but is hugged by the A3's bodywork. The new grille is flanked by updated, angular side intakes which connect to the front splitter. Audi says the side intake and splitters are designed to make the A3 appear lower to the ground. We don't quite get that sensation from the official images, but perhaps seeing it in person will communicate that optical illusion better. The rear bumper features a new black plastic insert with diffuser vibes. Even while parked, the insert breaks up any monotony and helps the paint pop a bit more with the added contrast. The headlight design is virtually the same, but it has some major changes on the inside which we'll get to in a bit. On that note, the taillights are a carryover from the outgoing model. A new set of split 5-spoke wheels reside at the corners, and there will likely be more wheel options available, but Audi USA isn't ready to share that yet. A3's interior stays mostly the same. Bottom line is there isn't a whole lot about the 2025 Audi A3's interior that has changed from the outgoing model. On the one hand, Audi has a decent interior game, so that in that context this shouldn't be a bad thing. On the other hand, we found that the 2024 A3's interior was a bit too noisy and low rent for our liking. So, while the interior design didn't change much, we hope that Audi found ways to bring the A3's cabin more upmarket with nicer materials. Otherwise, there is new standard contour lighting that runs around the center console and cup holders so you don't accidentally spill coffee out of your limited edition Stanley Cup you just posted to Instagram. Speaking of illumination, the inserts on the front doors are now backlit in the 2025 A3 because why not? To pull it off, the fabric had to be laser cut 300 times. The lighting is dynamic and can also display when locking and unlocking the vehicle. Users can choose from 30 different colors for the lighting within Audi's MMI software. Pixel Perfect, Audi A3's new customizable LED daytime running lights. In a first for the A3 line, users can select and switch between 4 different daytime running light, DRL, signatures via the MMI dashboard interface. Audi says users can change the signatures on the fly, including coming home and leaving home scenarios. The LED and Matrix LED DRLs utilize 24 pixel elements over 3 rows in the upper corners of each light. It's not going to set the world on fire, but it is a pretty interesting way to add another level of customization to the A3. Though, it would be great if Audi could somehow offer even more signatures in the future via over-the-air, OTA, updates. 2 variants North America won't get, and 1 we will. Inevitably, when talking about a European OEM, there will often be regional exclusives. Unfortunately, that is the case with the 2025 Audi A3. While the North American market will exclusively get the sedan, the Sportback and new all-street versions are for the European market only. This is something that American Audi fans are all too used to, especially when considering Sportback hatch and wagon models. Missing out on the Audi A3 all-street is where the fresh pain comes from. The all-street is effectively an A3 crossover that stands out from the rest of the A3 lineup. It has an extra inch of ground clearance, wide fender flares, and standard roof rails, similar to larger all-road variants. When we asked about why America isn't getting the all-street, a rep from Audi suggested that the automaker is content with its current SUV lineup and adding an A3 crossover to that mix isn't a move that it wants to make at the moment. On the bright side, the rep did confirm that we will get a sportier S3 variant. The North American market 2025 A3 sedan, which is only available with Quattro all-wheel drive now and premium trim, starts at $39,495. The US S3 now starts at $49,995, which is $1,500 more than the previous model year.